is Trivia for Kids, where it's not just for adults anymore.
Howdy, partners.
Hi,
I'm Casey.
and I'm Red.
And we are here to present another episode of Trivia for Kids, the podcast. Ren, I'm excited about this week. We've got some categories that are fan favorites. Disney movies, company slogans, video games. It is going to be epic.
Yeah.
But you know what we got to start with?
Joe.
Epic ones. Our first joke comes from Aisha and Rivka.
Thank you, Aisha and Rivka.
What do you call a baby capybara?
A babicara. I don't know.
Baby bara. Capybara, baby bara. Our next joke comes from Rockwell.
Thank you, Rockwell.
What do you call 4, 5, and 6 in an igloo?
I don't know.
Numbers. Because they're in an igloo. Brr. And our last joke comes from Roland.
Thank you, Roland.
What do you call a woodchuck with no teeth?
A teethless woodchuck. I don't know.
A won't chuck. A woodchuck won't chuck if they have no teeth. Thank you, everybody, for the jokes. All right. Epic trivia coming
your way
now.
Here's how the show works. Trivia for Kids consists of 5 rounds with 7 questions each. We will announce the answers at the end of each round. Each new round will have a different category. After the 5th round, we will have the final exam, which will test you on the toughest questions we have covered in the previous rounds. Everyone ready? Let's get started.
Round number 1. The category is Disney movies. Question 1. In Disney's Robin Hood, what animal is Robin Hood portrayed as? Question 2. In Brave, what are Merida's brothers turned into? Turtles, deer, or bears? Question 3. In Lilo and Stitch, what is Stitch's experiment number? Question 4. In the Jungle Book, what kind of animal is Kaa? Question 5. What is the name of the sneaky fox in Zootopia? Question 6. In Raya and the Last Dragon, what is the name of the last dragon? Sisu, Lilu, or Kiku? Question 7. In Luca, what phrase do the boys use to silence fear? Parent challenge. What Disney movie has the characters Barley, Ian, and Colt Bronco? Answers to the first round. Question 1. In Disney's Robin Hood, what animal is Robin Hood portrayed as?
A robin.
No, he's a fox.
Oh.
So in the Disney version of Robin Hood is a fox. Sort of like a sly, cunning character. They're all animals instead of people, like normal Robin Hood. Question 2. In Brave, what are Merida's brothers turned into? Turtles, deer, or bears?
Bears.
You're right. The mischievous triplets get caught in the magical chaos that Merida unleashes. So her mom turns into a bear. Her triplet brothers turn into bears. They're just a bear family after that.
Yeah.
Question 3. In Lilo and Stitch, what is Stitch's experiment number?
236.
Kind of close. 626 is his number. Stitch is part of a series of genetic experiments, and he is the most chaotic. We just watched the live-action version of Lilo and Stitch. We really liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. The little girl who plays Lilo, so adorably cute.
Yeah.
Man, she was cute. It was really well done. I liked it a lot. Question 4. In the Jungle Book, what kind of animal is Kaa?
A snake.
Yep, he's a python. Question 5. What is the name of the sneaky fox in Zootopia?
I cannot think of his name for the love of me.
I bet you can see exactly what he looks like in your brain, but his name is Nick Wilde.
Oh, yes. I thought it started with an L, like Lionel or something.
Nope, Nick Wilde is friends with Judy Hopps in Zootopia. Question 6. In Raya and the Last Dragon, what is the name of the last dragon? Sisu, Lilu, or Kiku?
Sisu.
Her name is Sisu. She is quirky, wise, and voiced by Awkwafina. So I think Awkwafina voices a lot of cartoon
Crazy
characters.
people.
Awkwafina is also the voice of the spider in the Bad Guys movies. You know, the computer hacker spider? So she's also the voice of that. And Sisu. Question 7. In Luca, what phrase do the boys use to silence fear?
Silencio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno! It's their way of pushing past doubt and embracing adventure. You guys like this movie. I've never really watched it, but
Haven't?
no, it's good though. I know you guys like it, but I've heard you guys before say Silencio Bruno. Parent challenge. What Disney movie has the characters Barley, Ian, and Colt Bronco?
Onward.
Onward is correct. That's a good movie. I liked that movie.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Round number 2. The category is Animal Adaptations. Question 1. How many gallons of water can a camel drink at one time? 14 gallons, 32 gallons, or 56 gallons? Question 2. What extra body part does a koala have to help it climb better? Question 3. A Saudi Arabian sand gazelle can shrink what body part to help it conserve water? Question 4. What large mammal has eyes, ears, and nostrils on the top of its head so that it can stay underwater for longer periods of time? Question 5. Many mountain insects are missing what body part to avoid being blown away by strong winds? Question 6. What type of bird has an extra thick skull that has adapted to help save the bird's brain from damage? Question 7. What does a honey badger have that causes bees to flee their hive? Parent challenge. Manatees use what funny bodily function to help them move in the water? Answers to round number 2. Question 1. How many gallons of water can a camel drink at one time? 14 gallons, 32 gallons, or 56 gallons?
I'm going to say like 67 gallons,
That wasn't an option.
32 gallons.
That is the correct answer. A camel can drink up to 30 to 40 gallons, or about 113 to 150 liters of water at one time. though some reports suggest even more. And the process can be incredibly fast, taking only a few minutes. This ability allows them to rehydrate quickly and survive for extended periods without another drink, which is crucial for surviving in harsh desert environments where water is scarce. I need to process that for a second. Only a couple minutes to drink 32 gallons of water. Think of how big a gallon of milk is.
Huge.
32 of those in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it takes us like a week to finish a gallon.
I know, and there's more than one of us drinking it. Question 2. What extra body part does a koala have to help it climb better?
I'm gonna say an extra finger.
Close, it has an extra thumb. So yeah, I'll count it. A koala has an extra thumb on each front paw to help it climb better. Unlike humans and most mammals who have one opposable thumb per hand, koalas have 2. When I first read this question, I didn't believe it, so I had to Google it. It is true. They have a hand with 2 little thumbs.
Oh my word.
It's kind of cute.
Fingers with 3 fingers with 2 little thumbs.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. Question 3. A Saudi Arabian sand gazelle can shrink what body part to help it conserve water?
I'm gonna say its stomach.
The answer is its liver and heart. Let me explain. To conserve water, a Saudi Arabian sand gazelle can shrink its liver and heart. This physiological adaptation reduces their resting metabolic rate and minimizes the amount of oxygen required, which in turn means they breathe less often. Since every exhaled breath releases water vapor, breathing less helps the gazelle conserve moisture in its arid desert environment. This ability to shrink its organs during periods of drought is one of several extreme adaptations that allow the sand gazelle to survive in one of the world's harshest environments.
No way.
That is so smart. I wouldn't have thought that when you breathe out, water vapor comes out.
I
So
wouldn't either.
if you shrink your lungs and your heart, you don't breathe as often, therefore you don't breathe out as much water. Therefore you save the water in your body. What?
Maybe if I'm really thirsty, I just like stop breathing.
Don't do that.
No,
No,
I'm
you're
just
not a
kidding.
you're not a sand gazelle. You just keep breathing like you're supposed to. Question 4. What large mammal has its eyes, ears, and nostrils on the top of its head so it can stay underwater for longer periods of time?
Hippo.
You know it. This specialized anatomy helps hippos stay cool in the hot African climate and remain hidden from potential threats while allowing them to remain attentive to their surroundings.
Interesting.
I love the little hippo's ears that like they sort of flicker really fast out of the water.
I want a pygmy hippopotamus. Have you ever seen
Yes,
little
I've
ones?
seen them in the Omaha Zoo. Adorable. And hippos are my favorite animal, so I would look at any hippo. Question 5. Many mountain insects are missing what part of their body to avoid being blown away by strong winds?
They're missing wings.
You are correct. The high winds in mountainous and alpine areas make flying too dangerous and energy intensive for many insects. So evolution has favored a flightless lifestyle. They were like, well, these wings are just a pain anyway. Let's just drop them and not grow them back ever. And then those babies didn't have them, and so on and so forth.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That must be forever to get around, though.
probably. It probably takes a long time to walk. You're
Poor
right.
little insect.
Question 6. What type of bird has an extra thick skull that has adapted to help save the bird's brain from damage?
I want to say ostrich.
The answer is a woodpecker.
Oh, yeah!
A woodpecker has a thick yet lightweight skull with a spongy mesh-like inner structure that distributes the force of the impact, acting as armor to protect its brain from concussive forces. The bird's brain also fits tightly within the skull, reducing its ability to move and cause trauma, and the flexible cartilage between the beak and the skull cushion the blows. So, if you've ever seen a woodpecker peck into a tree, it goes really, really fast and a whole bunch of times. And that bird's brain has got to go through a lot of
Thinking,
trauma. So woodpeckers have had to adapt their head and stuff to make sure that when they're pecking, that their brain still stays safe.
Yeah.
Their skull's sort of like a football helmet. Yeah,
I didn't even think about that.
kinda. Question 7. What does a honey badger have that causes bees to flee their hive?
Black and white stripes.
The answer is an awful smell. The honey badger causes bees to flee by releasing noxious, suffocating secretions from its anal glands to fumigate the hive, creating a strong odor that makes the bees leave their honey and larvae behind.
Oh.
So basically, they spray a very smelly thing out from their backside, and the bees are like, we're out of here. We can't even handle the smell. And the honey badger is like, sweet. Parent challenge. Manatees use what funny bodily function to help them move in the water?
Rolling over, like spinning.
The answer is toots. Manatees use flatulence, or the controlled release of intestinal gas, to help them control their buoyancy, which is the ability to float or sink in the water. Manatees don't have a swim bladder, so they store or release gas to adjust their body density. Retaining gas makes them lighter and helps them float, while releasing it makes them denser, allowing them to sink. This is an energy-efficient way for these heavy, slow-moving animals to navigate the water. So, if they want to float, they hold in their toots, and if they want to sink, they
then they
let them
toot.
rip. Let her rip, Tater Chip. Who would have thought that something like a toot would actually help
something swim? That's like in a cartoon.
That is so crazy. I thought that was so interesting. Round 3. The category is video games. Question 1. What do you need to make a crafting table in Minecraft? Question 2. What Roblox game lets you escape from a prison or be a cop? Question 3. What do you use to buy things in Animal Crossing? Bells, coins, or diamonds? Question 4. Which Pokemon is known for sleeping all the time and blocking paths? Question 5. What is the name of the ghost boss in Luigi's Mansion? Question 6. What does Sonic collect in his games? Question 7. What classic game lets you stack falling blocks to make lines disappear? And no, I'm not talking about Block Blast. Parent challenge. In what year was the Nintendo Game Boy released? And now the round 3 answers. Question 1. What do you need to make a crafting table in Minecraft?
Wooden planks.
How many?
3.
You need 4 wooden planks.
My favorite thing is that if you get 1 piece of wood, you get 4 pieces of planks.
Oh.
Like if you just break 1 piece of wood and then you can get 4 pieces of planks.
Oh, so every time you break a wood, it turns into 4 pieces?
Yeah.
Question 2. What Roblox game lets you escape from a prison or be a cop?
I don't know.
This game is called Jailbreak. Have you ever played it?
It sounds fun.
You can either choose to chase or escape. So it sounds like you could be the prisoner who escapes the jail or the police officer who tries to catch them.
I want to do the escape.
You'd be the escaper. Question 3. What do you use to buy things in Animal Crossing? Bells, coins, or diamonds?
Bells.
You're right. You earn them by selling stuff or fishing. Have you ever played Animal Crossing?
Sounds fun.
It does sound fun. We should maybe get that one. Question 4. Which Pokemon is known for sleeping all the time and blocking paths?
Pikachu.
His name is Snorlax. You usually need a pokey flute to wake this sleepy giant. So Snorlax is big and sleeps and gets in people's ways. And I didn't even know there was such thing as a pokey flute. But to wake him up, sort of like an alarm clock, I guess. Question 5. What is the name of the ghost boss in Luigi's mansion?
King Boo Boo.
King Boo is the answer. He's the biggest and baddest ghost, and he doesn't really like Luigi. So is he the one that's like keeping the mansion in his control, and Luigi's trying to catch all the ghosts to get it back? Is that kind of the deal, or?
No, Luigi is trying to get stuff to free people, like his brothers.
Mario is stuck in
Mario
Luigi's mansion?
And Peach and
For real?
they're stuck in a painting, and he was running away because King Boo was trying to put him in one too.
That is so interesting. I did not know that's what Luigi's mansion was about, that they're trapped in a painting and he's trying to free them.
They're not trapped in a painting. They're trapped in a frame.
Question 6. What does Sonic collect in his games?
Ring.
Yeah, you're right. They protect him from damage. So in the movie, it has stuff to do with rings too. But in the game, like in Mario, they collect coins. And in Animal Crossing, you collect bells. But in Sonic, you collect rings. Very good. Question 7. What classic game lets you stack falling blocks to make lines disappear? And I'm not talking about Block Blast.
I don't know.
This game was called Tetris.
Tetris.
Created in 1984, it's still one of the most popular puzzle games ever.
We have it.
We do have it. Block Blast is sort of a knockoff of Tetris. Parent challenge. In what year was the Nintendo Game Boy released?
1928.
Good guess. 1989 was when the Game Boy first came out. We still have your dad's Game Boy. Round number 4. The category is company slogans. Question 1. Save money, live better is the slogan for which superstore? Question 2. Bet you can't eat just one is the slogan for which chip brand? Question 3. Like a good neighbor, which insurance company is there? Question 4. The happiest place on earth refers to which destination? Question 5. Which energy drink is said to give you wings? Question 6. Which pizza brand's slogan is, "It's not delivery, it's blank"? Question 7. Which cereal is said to be great? Parent challenge. The few, the proud is the slogan for which branch of the U.S. military? Fourth round answers. Question 1. Save money, live better is the slogan for which superstore?
I don't remember.
Save money, live better, Walmart. Have you ever heard of that?
Nope.
No, that is like at the end of their commercials, sometimes it'll be like, save money, live better, Walmart. Question 2. Bet you can't eat just one is the slogan for which chip brand?
Pringles?
The answer is Lay's. Yes, Pringles is once you pop, you can't stop. Lay's is bet you can't eat just one. Really, any chip brand could have that because I can't eat just one chip. They are my weakness. Question 3. Like a good neighbor, which insurance company is there?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You're right.
Yeah.
State Farm is the answer. Question 4. The happiest place on Earth refers to which destination?
Disneyland or Disney World.
It is Disneyland, correct. But we've never been.
No, when are we gonna go?
I don't know. It's on the list. We're kind of waiting for Brooks to get tall enough to ride the rides with you guys, and it's just, we're going to go sometime. Question 5. Which energy drink is said to give you wings?
Red Bull gives you wings.
Red Bull gives you wings. That's right. It doesn't really, though.
My favorite Red Bull commercial is one where the zebra goes in the water and like an alligator tries to fight her, and then she comes out with like an alligator purse.
Oh, that's kind of funny. And Red Bull gave her wings. Question 6. Which pizza brand's slogan is, "It's not delivery, it's blank"?
Pizza Hut.
It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. DiGiorno is a frozen pizza company where you could buy the pizza frozen at the grocery store and cook it at home. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
We don't normally have DiGiorno, do we?
We don't. We're more of like a red, if we have frozen pizza, it's usually probably like Red Baron, but DiGiorno is also very good. Question 7. Which cereal is said to be great?
Frosted Flakes.
You are right. And who says they're great?
Tony the Tiger.
Good job. Parent challenge. The few, the proud is the slogan for which branch of the U.S. military?
The Marines.
Yes. The few, the proud, the Marines. Very good. Good job. Round number 5. The category is hockey. Question 1. What is the name of the area in front of the goal where only the goalie is allowed to stand? The blue zone, the crease, or the goalie box? Question 2. What number did hockey goat Wayne Gretzky wear? Question 3. There are typically 4 referees in an NHL game, but how many referees are there in a youth game? Question 4. In the United States, what do you typically call a group of kids who are on a team of 9 or 10-year-olds? Mites, squirts, or peewees? Question 5. Which penalty is called when a player hits another player with their stick too hard? Hooking, slashing, or icing? Question 6. In hockey, what is it called when one team has more players on the ice because the other team has a penalty? Question 7. Which of these companies is a brand of hockey gear? Nike, North Face, or Bauer? Parent challenge. Who is often referred to as Mr. Hockey? Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, or Gordie Howe? Answers to round number 5. Question 1. What is the name of the area in front of the goal where only the goalie is allowed to stand? The blue zone, the crease, or the goalie box?
Goalie box.
This is called the crease. The crease is defined as a semicircular or rectangular space designed to protect the goalie from interference by opposing players, preventing them from scoring goals while in that space. Question 2. What number did hockey goat Wayne Gretzky wear?
He's a goat.
Not a real goat, like the greatest of all time, Wayne Gretzky. What number did he wear?
20.
His number was 99. His number is so iconic that the National Hockey League retired it league-wide in 2000, making it a permanent honor to his unparalleled contributions to the sport. So nobody can ever wear number 99 again.
Why?
Because Wayne Gretzky is the only one. They retired his number for any teams. Question 3. There are typically 4 referees in an NHL game. How many referees are there in a youth game?
1.
Yep, typically 1 or 2. It depends on the competition level or how old the players are. So the NHL, they need a whole bunch because there's a lot of people to watch and the puck moves really, really fast. And in youth hockey, it doesn't quite move as quickly, so they only need 1 or 2.
I probably won't play hockey when I'm older because they do like cool tricks, like through the legs and stuff. And sometimes the refs even skate backwards.
The refs can skate backwards, you're right. Question 4. In the United States, what do you typically call a group of kids who are on a team of 9 or 10-year-olds? Mites, squirts, or peewees?
Peewees.
They are called squirts. A team of 9 or 10-year-olds is called a squirt team in USA Hockey. Mites are for younger players, usually 7 to 8-year-olds, and peewees are the next age group up, typically 11 to 12-year-olds.
Huh?
So what would you be called? You're 7, so you would be a mite.
Mite.
You're right. Question 5. Which penalty is called when a player hits another player with their stick too hard? Hooking, slashing, or icing?
I know this one. I play NC hockey and it is slashing.
You are right. A slashing penalty is called when a player hits another player with their stick really, really hard. If the stick contact is above the shoulders, it's called high sticking, which is also dangerous and can result in a double minor or a match penalty. Question 6. In hockey, what is it called when one team has more players on the ice because the other team has a penalty?
I know it. I don't know.
This is called a power
Play.
play. So let's say that you got a penalty for slashing.
What I do?
You hit him with your stick, and the ref says, you go in the penalty box. Well, then your team has 1 less player. They don't get to replace you because you're in the penalty box. So the other team has 1 more player because you got in trouble, and then they're on a power play. Question 7. Which of these companies is a brand of hockey gear? Nike, North Face, or Bauer?
Bauer.
You're correct. Nike and North Face do not sell ice hockey gear like skates or pads, or I think Nike might sponsor jerseys once in a while, but they don't make the gear like the sticks and all the things. Parent challenge. Who is often referred to as Mr. Hockey? Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, or Gordie Howe?
Gordie Howe.
Gordie Howe is right. Nicknamed Mr. Hockey, Gordie Howe is often considered the most complete player ever to play the game and one of the greatest of all times. Gordie Howe played professional hockey for a record 32 seasons, from his Detroit Red Wings debut in 1946 to his final game with the Hartford Whalers in 1980. His career spanned 5 decades, playing from age 18 to age 52, and he is still the only professional hockey player to compete in 6 different decades. What? This dude played hockey forever. So he got the nickname Mr. Hockey. I think that sounds well-deserved, Gordie Howe. And now it's time for the final exam. Now remember, you've heard these questions in the previous rounds, but these were the hardest ones we've had. So use your memory and try to think back to what the answers are. Question 1. In Luca, what phrase do the boys use to silence fear?
Silencio Bruno.
Question 2. What pizza brand's slogan is, "It's not delivery, it's blank"?
DiGiorno.
Question 3. Which Pokemon is known for sleeping all the time and blocking paths?
Snorlax.
Question 4. A Saudi Arabian sand gazelle can shrink what body part to help it conserve water?
Its liver and its heart.
Question 5. Which penalty is called when a player hits another player with their stick too hard?
Slashing.
Question 6. What is the name of the ghost boss in Luigi's Mansion?
King Boo.
Question 7. What extra body part does a koala have to help it climb better?
A thumb.
And here come your shout-outs. Roblox comes from Kayvon.
Thank you, Kayvon.
And hockey comes from James, who is number 14 and from New York City.
Thank you, James.
And now it is time for BIRTHDAYS birthdays. Our first birthday goes out to listener Parker, who is turning 5. Happy birthday, Parker. He loves Sonic the Hedgehog, baseball, swimming, learning how to read, and playing with his brother Marty. And he is very excited to get presents for his birthday. Parker was recently recognized at school for helping his friend stand up after she fell down during recess, and his family is so proud of him. That was so kind, Parker. Great job. And your mom says, "Happy birthday, Parky!" Parker. You are turning 5 years old. You love Sonic, baseball, and swimming, and you're learning how to read. You love playing with Marty. I hope you get 100 presents. Happy birthday, Parker! The next shout out goes out to listener Everett, who is turning 11. Happy birthday, Everett! He lives in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where he loves building with Lego, 3D printing, playing video games, having Nerf or laser gun fights, learning to sketch in art class, mountain biking, and fencing. Everett is very observant, thoughtful, and a kind kid. And your mom says, "We love you, Everett." Happy birthday, Everett. You are turning 11 and you live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. You love building things with Legos and 3D printing and playing video games. You like having Nerf and laser gun fights and learning how to sketch. You love mountain biking and fencing, and we wish you the happiest 11th birthday ever, Everett! Our next shout out goes to listener Alice, who is turning 9. Happy birthday, Alice! Alice also lives in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where they love roller skating, playing softball, doing parkour, reading graphic novels, singing along to pop songs, petting dogs, solving riddles, and performing on stage. Alice is an outgoing and very empathetic kid, and your mom says, "We love you, Alice." ALICE, Alice, you are turning 9 years old. You love roller skating and softball and doing parkour. You love reading graphic novels and singing along to pop songs, petting dogs and solving riddles and performing on stage. Happy birthday, Alice! Our next shout out is a little belated, but goes out to listener Natalie, who just turned 7. Happy birthday, Natalie. She is having a mermaid pool party. How cool. She lives in Merritt Island, Florida, and she has 3 dogs named Duke, Duchess, and Molly. Natalie plays softball and just started piano and singing lessons. She loves Taylor Swift, crafting, riding her scooter, swimming in the pool, hanging with friends, and bedtime snuggles. Natalie, your mom, dad, sisters, and brother want to say, Happy birthday, Nat! Happy birthday, Nat! You are turning 7, and you live in Florida. Ooh, and you have 3 dogs. That's cool. You love playing softball and piano and singing. And you love Taylor Swift and crafting and riding your scooter. That's cool. You love to swim in the pool and hang with friends and have bedtime snuggles. Happy birthday, Natalie. We hope 7 was heaven. Our next shout out goes to listener Lily, who is turning 8. Happy birthday, Lily. She is a force of nature with a great sense of humor and a huge heart. Lily loves her friends, riding her bike, and swimming. Your mom, dad, Valerie, and your dog, Gracie, love you so much, and they say, Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Lily. Are you very silly when you watch Big City Greens? Is your favorite character Tilly? Is your weather chilly? Do you live in Philly? I really, really, really want to wish you a happy 8th birthday, Lily. Happy birthday! Our next shout out goes to listener Archer, who is turning 9. Happy birthday, Archer. He lives in Southern California and he loves Minecraft, world flags, geography, video games, and soccer. And Archer wants to travel the world. He has a huge heart, always perseveres. He is a kind friend and a great big brother and little brother. And your mom says, we love you so much and hope you have the best birthday yet. From your mom, dad, and your 3 sisters. Happy birthday, Archer. You are turning 9. You love Minecraft and world flags and geography. You love video games and soccer and traveling. You have a huge heart. You're a great friend and brother. Happy birthday, Archer. You are turning 9. We hope that it is super duper fine. Happy birthday, Archer. The next shout out goes to listener Micah, who is turning 9. Happy birthday, Micah. She lives in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and she just started the 4th grade. Micah loves competitive downhill ski racing in the winter and playing soccer through the spring and summer. Micah loves climbing everything: monkey bars, ninja lines, trees. Her favorite subjects are science and gym. Micah is goofy and quick-witted, and she loves teasing her older sister, Brooke. Micah also loves playing the piano, and she is so much fun. Happy birthday, Micah. Love Mom, Dad, and Brooke. Happy birthday to Micah from Canada, and you are turning 9 years old. You love skiing and playing soccer, and you love to climb everything, like monkey bars and ninja lines and trees. You love science and gym, and you're goofy and quick-witted, and you love to tease your sister Brooke, and you love playing piano. Happy birthday, Micah. We hope that 9 is so divine. Happy birthday, Micah. And our next shout out goes to listener Beckett, who is turning 10. Double digits. Beckett loves soccer, lacrosse, climbing, and chess club, and he is excited for snowboarding season to start soon. Beckett is a great big brother to Alec, and he loves hanging out with his friends. And your mom says, Happy birthday, Beckett. We love you so much. Happy birthday, Beckett. You are turning 10. That means you now have double digits. You love to play soccer and lacrosse and climbing and chess club. And it's almost snowboarding season. How exciting! You're a great big brother and you love hanging out with your friends. Happy birthday, Beckett. You are awesome. And our last shout out goes to my buddy Oliver, who is turning 9. Happy birthday, Oliver. If it wasn't for Oliver and his brother, you would not be listening to my voice right now. Oliver just started the 4th grade. He loves reading Dogman books and playing Switch. He is an awesome baseball player, and he is currently on the Stanford Bombers travel team, where he plays catcher and leads the team in batting average. He also plays forward line on the Stanford Sharks travel hockey team. Oliver is also a huge Coldplay fan, and he went to his very first concert this summer. Happy birthday, Oliver. You are turning 9, and you're in the 4th grade. And you love Dogman books and playing the Switch. You're an awesome baseball player and an awesome hockey player. And you love Coldplay, and you went to your first concert this summer. Happy birthday to Oliver. We hope 9 is so awesome. I hope you get the biggest cake and hundreds of presents. Happy birthday, Oliver. And here's your conversation starter. Quinn, if you had to play one video game for the rest of your life and couldn't play any other ones, which one would you pick?
No idea. I'm not too picky.
I figure you'd pick Minecraft because you can sort of restart and build new different things over and over and over and over again. Or Roblox because that has a billion different games in it.
That's true.
I personally would choose Super Mario Bros. 3, my favorite game of all time.
Wow.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you, guys.
Have the best week. Thank you for listening to the Trivia for Kids podcast. If you haven't done so already, please give us a 5-star review. Birthday shoutouts are for paid Patreon subscribers, so join our Patreon and you can get a birthday shoutout. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and follow our YouTube channel so you can see all of our live videos.